Welcome to Law and Society. Donald says that he's no king. Well, such a relief. At least he himself concedes that he's not a king. But we already knew that. The No Kings protests aren't about getting Donald to concede that he's not a king. It is obvious that he isn't. The protests are about the people, his employers, telling him that he is behaving like a king and that he needs to stop. Donald may have the wherewithal to realize that he's no king, but he isn't capable of seeing how his actions may be perceived as those of a mad king, much like the one we revolted against before the Revolutionary War. Donald doesn't have the historical knowledge, or he doesn't care, to differentiate himself from despots of the past. And what his statement proves is that he doesn't see his despotic actions as despotic at all. He sees them as the right thing to do. Because he has been behaving this way all his life, and his enablers have only encouraged his inhumanity and his despotism. And that has grown by leaps and bounds exponentially as he has been president, and then not president, and then president again. We really cannot discount how critical Donald's enablers are to creating the mad, non-king, wannabe dictator's imaginary world. Even more so these days that Donald has shown serious decline in his cognitive abilities. Trump's associates at this time are more dangerous for our republic than Donald himself, like Russell Vought and Stephen Miller. And I've put in the reference box giving you an idea of what they are doing. And please go read those references. Obviously, this does not mean that Donald has no blame for actions of his regime. After all, the buck stops at the Resolute desk. So I am glad that Donald Trump knows that he's not a king, but what Donald Trump needs to realize is that the American people are telling him, and historians are telling him, that he's acting like a mad king and a tyrant, and that he needs to stop. With that said, please spread the word. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.